If you're not willing to nip that shit in the bud when you hear it, I'm not trying to hear it, gang. If you want to nip in the bud homophobia, nip in the bud transphobia, nip in the bud anti-Semitism, then you should be able to nip in the bud racism, anti-blackness, my nigga. That's what you should be able to do. But it's not that important to you. Once you acknowledge it, you have the opportunity to change it. But first, you have to acknowledge it, bro. Facts. It's your boy, Online Davo, and we back with another video. Look, we got a video about EXO Speaks. They pretend they hate racism. And honestly, bro, I think there's not a lot of people that hate racism, okay? I would say the majority of people either love racism or, they actively participate in it. And there's also mixed in a group of people that is meh towards racism, right? They're like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but maybe it kind of holds weight, those type of people, right? And then you have the minority of people who are truly disgusted with racism. And sadly, this country is filled with people that are either okay with racism or they love it, and that's why we are the way we are now. But we're going to get into this video. We're going to see what EXO Speaks has to say. Come on.
Why is it that so many white people say they hate racism, but nothing ever changes? A lot of them only hate racism when it becomes impossible to ignore. When it's on video, when it's trending, right, or when somebody else agrees it looks bad, now suddenly everybody's disgusted.
Fucking you don't belong
and
here.
Bitch, stop playing me before I beat the fuck out of you.
Are you
fucking playing me before I beat the fuck out of you?
Yeah.
I'ma show your ass a nigga.
You want me to show
I'ma show your ass a nigga. I'ma show your ass a nigga.
Y'all
Say it again. Say it again, bitch.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
YouTube guidelines won't allow me to show this whole video, but just know the black lady stood on business. For some reason, the other lady kept coming back for more.
You aren't going to tell me what to say. From people who are doing the most abhorrent shit to each other, shoot someone for smudging your puma, but oh, don't say that word. I will say it. In fact, I'll say nick, cuck. I don't care. Words are nothing.
But when racism is quiet or beneficial, all of that energy disappears.
He talking about he gonna get his gun like we ain't got gun license either. You better what? And I know my rights and wrongs, because if I was wrong, he'll be right here on this property, protecting his property. This is free property. That's.
I be seeing bro on IG sometimes. I watched some of his videos before. Damn. Wait, what happened?
Because if I was wrong, he'll be right here on this property, protecting his property. This is free property. That's why he not here right now. Come from out that fence and say it to my face.
Just a second, I'll show you my...
You gonna wait till the police come. Shut up, Karen.
Hello.
How are you? Good, how are you? You guys residents here?
Are we bothering anyone?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Sorry? Alright, well, this lake is supposedly for residents only. So...
Okay. So what makes you think... If I say yes, I live here, then what? Are you promise to leave me the fuck alone? You promise to go on about your day? Or are you going to try to triple check and be like, are you sure you live here? No, you just nosy as hell and you see some black people that you think aren't where they're supposed to be. That's why you got out your truck, you stopped in the middle of the fucking street to come hop in their business. I swear, it's like oh my gosh. It's ingrained, bro. It's ingrained. They have been ingrained to be in black people business so much that when they do it, they don't even see a problem with it. They're just checking. Just making sure everything's okay over here, all right? Just making sure y'all good. Oh my gosh, bro.
Thank you for filming. I'm not giving you permission to film, so...
She's not...
Okay, picture of your license plates and forward it on.
Hey, so y'all hear what I go through, right? This the third person. I'm in my own neighborhood, and a white person came and bothered me while I'm fishing.
And that's the part people don't want to talk about. Because if you really pay attention, a lot of people don't actually hate racism. They just hate being associated with it. And those are two completely different things.
I'm not a bigot. I'm not a racist. But I am a realist. And I am a culturalist. And what I will not put up with is all the crime, all the debauchery, the litter, the bonnet brigade, the people that walk through the damn store holding their damn cell phone like this on speaker.
You know what? I agree with you. I'm tired of the child peddling. You feel me? I'm tired of the sexual deviancy. I'm tired of the wars. I'm tired of the system that is made up of majority white men fucking up this country. That's what I'm tired of, man. That's what I'm tired of, bro. Since we just tired of shit, you know? That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of the school shootings. That's what I'm tired of. You feel me? I'm tired of every time you try to make some progress, some bullshit happens. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the victim mentality that's amongst these people. I'm tired of that. But, you know, we all could be tired of something, right?
Microphone again.
If white people really hated racism the way they claim they do, things in this country would have changed for black people a long time ago. I'm not talking about little symbolic stuff either. I'm talking about real change. The kind that affects schools, jobs, housing, policing, wealth, and the way black people get treated every single day. But that's not what happened. If you don't care about black issues, I'd rather y'all just say that instead of trying to fake it. That makes it 10 times worse. And this is where it starts to get uncomfortable. What usually happens is people hate when racism gets too obvious. They hate when somebody gets caught on camera or when it goes viral. They hate when it becomes embarrassing and impossible to explain.
Yeah, she's on drugs or something. No, I just hate
There it goes.
Fuck you, niggers.
You see, she tried to throw a lob. Yeah, she's on drugs or something. But she didn't factor in that she was dealing with a real fucking idiot. Right? She didn't factor that in. She didn't factor in that she was dealing with a racist. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she did know that she's racist, but she's trying to throw something else. Yeah, she's on drugs or something. No. The person that looks like an average soccer mom is a racist. Yes. Yes.
I hate niggas. Okay, we're calling the cops in. I would kill a nigger, but the law says I can't kill the niggers. If the law didn't say that I couldn't kill the niggers, they'd all be dead.
But do they hate the benefits that come from it? Absolutely not. Because a lot of people want the benefits of racism, but they don't want the label attached to it. They want better schools, safer assumptions, the benefit of the doubt, and the comfort of being seen as professional, normal, and trustworthy. They just don't want anybody asking where some of that came from. And here's where it gets worse. Racism is not just somebody calling black people the N-word. That's the easiest version to reject. Anybody can point out loud racist and be like, yeah, that's wrong. But racism is much bigger than that. Just because you're not walking around screaming slurs does not mean you're not helping the same system progress. Sometimes people fuel racism by staying comfortable inside it. They benefit from things being unequal and never stop to ask why things seem easier for them than they do for somebody else. They'll convince themselves that race has nothing to do with it.
So sick and tired of.
Oh my gosh. Bro is not capping. I done had too many conversations for my liking. I'm not even trying to have these type of conversations no more. Of talking to people and explaining to them, breaking down how although we may be minorities, although you may have your family have came from another country, you still had a better opportunity. You still were treated differently, treated better than a black person in an inner city. Just based off your skin color, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't truly understand the levels, the intricacy of the design of the system that we operate under, bro. I think people really don't understand that. And me, even myself, I don't fully understand it. But that's because I'm actively trying to learn it. But we got to think about the people who aren't trying to learn it. And thus try to speak on it. Thus, they don't even understand what they're talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Hearing about privilege. Privilege isn't being white, bonehead. Privilege is living in government housing and calling people oppressors while they pay your bills. Get it? I'm done pretending that any of this makes sense.
And that's how it keeps going without always looking obvious. It doesn't have to announce itself every time. Sometimes it shows up in who gets trusted first, who gets watched harder, who gets grace, and who has to prove they belong before they're even treated like a person. Now watch how this plays out.
That's mine. I have a receipt. That's mine. That's not it, bro. What you mean? How much you in the bag? Bet your job on it. Show me. Bet your job on it. Show me the receipt. Bet your security job on it. Hold it. You didn't steal it. Stole it. Okay. Yo. Your job is on the line. You know that, right? Okay. And give me my shit, nigga.
Fuck out my way.
What is wrong with you?
The second black people start talking about racism, a lot of white people get defensive. Not curious, not willing to listen, defensive. Now it's, I never owned slaves, or I'm not racist, or why are you blaming all white people? But
I don't benefit from that now. How don't you, as a white person, benefit from a system that places white people above everyone else, bro, on a racial hierarchy? How don't you benefit from that system, my nigga? Huh? What? That don't even make sense. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh.
nobody even said your name.
The same way that white people don't deserve to accept punishment, guilt, or shame for things that their ancestors did in the past is the same way that black people don't deserve reparations for what their ancestors went through in the past. I don't feel bad. I was never a fucking slave owner, and you were never a slave. Get over it.
You were never a slave, and I was never a slave owner. We go out every day and we bust our ass because nothing is handed to us. And there will be nothing handed to us.
Obviously, there are genuine white people that exist. Not every single one of you are bad. But if you truly hated racism, your first instinct would not be to protect yourself from the conversation. It would be to understand why the conversation still needs to happen in the first place. But instead...
I mean, I like to think of it like this, right? Think of how many topics that you feel so passionate about that if you heard someone speak negatively on it, or if you heard someone say something on it that was incorrect, that you would stop them in their tracks and be like, no, you're wrong, this, that, and the third. How many topics in your life do you feel that confident about? If racism is not one of those topics, then nigga, you don't give a fuck about racism that much, bro. That's how I see it. If you're not willing to nip that shit in the bud when you hear it, I'm not trying to hear it, gang. If you want to nip in the bud homophobia, nip in the bud transphobia, nip in the bud anti-Semitism, then you should be able to nip in the bud racism, anti-blackness, my nigga. That's what you should be able to do. But it's not that important to you. Once you acknowledge it, you have the opportunity to change it. But first, you have to acknowledge it, bro. Facts.
A lot of people hear black people talking about it and instantly worry about how it makes white people look. And that's the problem. You don't hate what's happening to black people. You hate feeling uncomfortable. You hate the idea that maybe some things benefited you in ways that you never had to think about. But hating discomfort is not the same thing as hating racism. If you truly hated racism, you would speak up when people around you say something slick. You would question why black people keep ending up on the wrong side of the same problems over and over again.
No, shut up.
No.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
Physically go and I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic
They
and
get all
historical
kinds
reason
of
for why they're in
chances
that
and
position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
It's a lot harder for them to get to that
It
position.
doesn't matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. And that
You're calling people.
Finding out in real time that your dad is a racist, bigoted idiot. Whoo! Sheesh. I mean, is this the first time they have ever had this conversation before? Or is this the first time it done ever got this heated? Or that had ever reached this point?
People of color, black animals. You're calling them animals. Are you kidding me?
But a lot of people don't want that part because that part actually costs something. It might cost comfort. It might cost approval. It might make someone in your circle look at you differently. And that's where a lot of people draw the line because they want to feel like they're against racism without ever having to stand against anybody who benefits from it. And this is where the difference shows. They want racism to be over with without anything changing. They want peace without truth. As long as nobody says the N-word, they think the problem disappeared. But black people know the difference. We're not
Hear no evil, see no evil, be no evil. You feel me? That's the way these people operate. I as a black man that is educating himself on Black history currently cannot live like that. The propaganda is everywhere once you start looking for it, bro. So it's really like, do I choose to stop looking for it? Or do I choose to keep on looking for it and speaking out against it? You feel me? Or whenever it just comes across my timeline, I make sure I handle that appropriately. Because you can't, it starts with you, bro. It starts with you. It starts with you and your family. Your sister that say something slick about black people, check it. Your dad, your dad, your mom, cousin, check it. And then go from there. Are you willing to get in an argument with your dad over his anti-black comments? Are you willing to get in an argument with your sister over her anti-black comments? If you're not willing to do that, what else are you willing to do? Or what else are you willing not to do? You feel me?
We're not asking for sympathy posts or hashtags. We're asking why the same people claiming to hate racism keep protecting the conditions that allow it to survive. That's what I mean when I say a lot of white people don't hate racism. They hate being reminded that it still exists. So no, not calling black people slurs does not automatically separate you from it. Not personally hating black people does not mean you aren't participating in something that hurts us. Racism doesn't need your hatred.
Shout out Exo Speaks for the video. You did your thing. Honestly, yeah, it's good video. Good video. I like this topic because I think that is something that people don't speak about too much. I mean, it probably has been spoken on before, just like a lot of things in life, you know, but in the sense of at this point in time, there's a lot of people that's speaking out against racism, but it's like, I mean, are you really are you really putting feet to the fire? You get what I'm saying? Are you really standing on business when it comes to this racism shit? You know what I'm saying? Or are you just having a little, we're going to have to agree to disagree? Like, you can't agree to disagree on racism, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about? We can't just be like, well, I think that black people are humans. And you're like, well, they are, but they are inherently inferior. Like, nigga, what? No, ain't no agreeing to disagree on that. The fuck out my face. You're no one to me no more. And that's, as a black person, I choose to do, because there are some black people who are raccoons, and that's a totally different situation. But if you're someone of a different race, for example, a white person, and you truly are against racism, ask yourself, am I really holding people in my life who I think or have said anti-blackness and racism shit before? Am I holding them to the fire? Am I really holding them accountable? Or do I just like to think that I am? Let me know. I'm gone. Peace.